In this video, we're going to be looking at the volume of hexagonal pyramids. Well, in case you're wondering, what is a hexagonal pyramid? Well, it's a pyramid that has a hexagon as its base. In other words, it has 6 sides on its base. Now, our formula is going to be very similar to the hexagonal prism that we worked out, but I want to go over a couple things because there is some minor differences. First of all, in the prism, we had a hexagonal base on top and bottom, but this is a pyramid, right? So it comes to a point, and it just has one base. Because of that, we use the same volume formula that we had for our other pyramids. In other words, it's 1/3 times the area of the base times the height. So just remember that this big B stands for area of the base. And that big B changes, right, depending on what shape we have in the base of our pyramid. You know, if it's a square pyramid, we have a square base. If it's a triangular pyramid, we have a triangular base. But in this case, we have a hexagon. On the other hand, H represents the height of our prism or the height of our pyramid. So in this case, this is a pyramid, so I'm going to put height of the pyramid. How do you know the height? Well, you just look and see, and usually they're going to have what looks to be a right triangle inside of your pyramid, and from the center of that base to the very top point of it, and that represents your height. So in this case, our height is 8. Now let's go ahead and we're going to use this formula, and I do want to go ahead and just remind you of the formula for a hexagon to find the area of a hexagon. That's regular. In other words, all the sides are equal, so all these sides are 3. And the area formula for that is going to be 3 square root of 3 over 2 times e to the second power. That's the area of the base of a regular hexagonal pyramid. And then I'm going to go ahead and show you the height. We're going to put H for height. So that's real simple, right? We're just substituting that value. Now, I'm telling you that this is regular, and I can put some little markings in here just to show you that this is a regular hexagon. And so all these sides are congruent all the way around it. Even if it doesn't look like it, it is. And so we're going to go ahead and use our area of the base, our area of a hexagon, and multiply it to the height of this particular pyramid. And we do have to remember that we also have that 1/3 that must be in here, right? So we have this 1/3 that is part of it because it's a pyramid. So I'm going to rewrite this, and we're going to start substituting some numbers. So I have the volume is equal to 1/3 times 3 square root of 3 over 2. But in place of E, I'm going to put the value for E. And just in case you forgot, E is simply the base's edge. So I'm going to put right here, this 3 centimeters is the E in our formula. And it says it's 3 centimeters. So I'm going to put a 3 in place of the E. And then, since the E is being squared, I have to square that value. Next, we're going to deal with our H, our height. So I'm going to put a set of parentheses for it. And as we said before, the height is from the base all the way up to the furthest point on the pyramid, to its tip. And so I'm going to go ahead and put that as my height. So I'm going to put an 8 in place of the height. And now I just got to put this inside the calculator, and I will have my answer. So let's do that. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to hit alpha y equals enter to get my fraction bar and put 1/3. Click to the right. And then I'm going to go ahead and put my first parenthesis. And then I'm going to hit alpha y equals enter again to get another fraction bar. And I'll put 3 second and then x squared to get my radical. So that's 3 square root of 3 over 2. Click to the right to get out of the denominator. Parenthesis, I'll put 3 for my base's edge. And then I'm going to square it. And then I'll close parenthesis on it. Now, all I got left to do is put my height in. So, parenthesis, 8, close parenthesis. So this is the 1/3 times the area of my base of the hexagon, and then times 8, the height of the pyramid. And I get this value, 62.353. And since most of your teachers are asking you on these to round to the tens place, I'm going to go ahead and round it to the tens place. Remember, if it's 5 or more, raise the score. 4 or less, let it rest. In this case, it's 5 or more. So our final answer for the volume is going to be, it's approximately 62.4 centimeters cubed. And that's our final answer. And that's all there is to it. The main thing is that you just know this formula to use for the base if it's a regular hexagon.